The break. Ben's Rhythm well behaved. They're off and out wide on the track. Russet Royal began okay, but is going to go back as Cheeky Spy fires through to go to the front. Maddie's Apple showing plenty of speed with Dr. Profit. A Motive is settling down fourth. They were followed further back in the field by the favourite Jewel Photon. He's on the inside of Stroll Along, Russet Royal, Ben's Rhythm, Zarin. Further back in the field, Amarsis, and couple away at the tail is Eyes to Spy. 6.50 out, and Dr. Profit leads by a half on Cheeky Spy. A Motive deep, Jewel Photon the centre. Back on the inside of those is Maddie's Apple. They were followed by Russet Royal wide from Stroll Along. Then Savarin, Marcis, Ben's Rhythm, and Eyes to Spy at the tail of the field. Around the bend, Dr. Profit in front of Cheeky Spy. Coming to the outside, Jewel Photon. He's having a bumping duel with Corey Brown on the outside with a Motive. And Marcis sailing down the centre, but Cheeky Spy caught them napping and shot clear. At the 200, Cheeky Spy 2 lengths in front of Dr. Profit. Eyes to Spy out under the arches is starting to steam home. Cheeky Spy in front. Eyes to Spy won't pick it up from Marcis, and Cheeky Spy rewarded for great consistency. Wins from Eyes to Spy and Marcis. They were followed by Maddie's Apple and Motive. Savarin made ground from Russet Royal. Well back in the field, Dr. Profit. Jewel Photon didn't go on, and near the tail was Ben's Rhythm, and pulling up quickly, Stroll Along across the line. Cheeky Spy, number 5, the winner. And Chris Keogh and Ken Babington, two good buddies of mine, will be absolutely tickled pink with that. They part own Cheeky Spy, and she's been racing very consistently without any luck whatsoever, and it's the easiest race she's probably been in for some time, and she's been too good. Number 5, Cheeky Spy, ridden by Andrew Gibbons for Brian Guy, and has raced away to win from Eyes to Spy, who's come right down the outside, setting sail out after Cheeky Spy, but simply gave away too much leeway. Jackson Morris and Marcis Rodney Quinn finishing in 3rd position. A Motive covered ground, battled on fairly in the straight, and the favourite Jewel Photon was very ordinary. Cheeky Spy, $8.30 and $2.20. Eyes to Spy, $4. Marcis, $5.20. Quinella, $30.20. Exacta, $91. The trifecta, $1,127.40. Well,
all righty, thanks, Tezza. Yeah, 5-3.
And they're set. Ready to break 1,100 metres. Off. Bomber Bill and Centaza began okay towards the outside in company with Respect the Raj the Grey. Katana went like a flash early and is hitting for the front over near the outside rail. Dandelar is cruising across the field, not in a hurry to get there early, settling about the middle of the pack when they came to the 800 metres now, and it's Katana. One of the leaders was Chavog, who's come across the field very fast. Chavog out wide, Respect the Raj the Grey and Katana, the 3 leaders. Star J just behind them, and then Dandelar following him. Just behind these horses near the outside is Bomber Bill in the red sleeves and cap. Further back in the field is Suit, and then Vain Tycoon. Go Davo Go is next, and then Always a Chance and Centaza and 4 or 5 Magwan when they neared the 300 metres. Chavog is a narrow leader. The rider's in a bit of trouble there. Coming after it is Bomber Bill. Dantelar the Grey, widest on the course, is running home strongly with Star Joe in the centre. Bomber Bill against the rails from Star Joe and Dantelar. The West Aussie Bomber Bill, though, racing away and doing it very easily over Star Joe, and Bomber Bill cruises home. Beat Star Joe, Dandelar. Suit 4th, and then the Radic Chavog. Vain Tycoon, Always a Chance. Katana, Centaza, followed by Go Davo Go. Magwan and Respect the Raj was last of all. Well, there was his Western Australian form with that one run under the belt at Moonee Valley, and the brilliant Respect the Bomber Bill has shown us what he's made of. And didn't he go to the line with a little up the sleeve? Star Joe has run 2nd, and Dantelar, the inside gate certainly not helping her chances, but a brave 3rd. 11-9 and 3. 11-9-3 in the Hilton on the Park sprint. Well, he won like a good thing. Bomber Bill, a 3-year-old who came over here with 7 wins in 8 starts. As we have a look at the replay here, Katana and Respect the Raj being circled. There might have been some trouble there. There's the Grey getting into trouble with Katana on its outside. Respect the Raj dropping out very rapidly at that point. Chavog had raced quite erratically. I thought the rider was in a bit of trouble at one stage there. He was trying to straighten this horse up, going for the whip, but it's all Bomber Bill on the outside rail there in the red sleeves. Away he's gone. Dandelars run a brave race. It's a difficult essay to try and win races when you're forced to cross over like that and come down the middle of the track. That's been the best going for the West Australian. There's a little concern that the track might have been starting to cut up, but right on the outside rail, it's still in good nick. So much so, he's run 1:2.6, which is just outside of the record set by a former Western Australian flyer in Mr. Cube. 11, 9 and 3 and 1:2.6. Fourth home in the race was Suit, and fifth was Chavog. Yes, he really cruised home. He had a tough run the other day at Moonee Valley and left in front a fair way out, but he's obviously had a trial up the straight here, and away he's gone. Very, very comfortable victory. $4.20 and $1.80. Star Joe $2.90 and Dandelar $1.90. Quinella $27.30. Exacta $48.60. Running double $18.10 for 9 and 11. Daily double 4 and 11 has returned $18 even. 4 and 11, $18. Not a bad divvy, with the quaddie still to come along with the trifecta. Should have those through pretty soon. And Banjo lets his little mount having trouble keeping up with the flying Western Australian. Got a mind of his own. Trifecta $239.80, $239.80, 11.93 for the trifecta, and the quaddie yet to come. And yet another Flemington prepared winner on this final day. That's the 7th in a row out of the 8 races run so far. One to go to bring the curtain down on a grand carnival, and that's the Flemington Racecourse Tabaret Welter. Incidentally, the attendance today, I don't know if this has been to air or not, but it's worth repeating if it has. It's the best since 1975, 31,249. It brings up an aggregate of 284,962 for the carnival, which is up 24,452. So a wonderful day. They've come to see the great Might and Power, 31,249 of them. And the news on Might and Power from Andrew Bensley, speaking to Nick Moratis, still 50-50 on a decision there. If he doesn't go to Japan, he will spell, and the Dubai Cup is definitely out. He won't be going to Dubai, so a decision on Japan will be made tomorrow, and it's 50-50 at this stage. And the news on Basile Bay, the impressive Emirates Stakes winner, he's coming back for the Caulfield Cup. They reckon he'll stay. He's by Zabeel. Why wouldn't he?
Exactly right. Thank you very much, Greg. Now off to the coast we go for race number 4, and here's Steve.
Starter. 2,200 metres. Stand by. Light.
He doesn't particularly relish racing inside of runners' bonfires, and he's come up with gate number 2, so it may not appear the big advantage at first is. Snar Dame about to move in. She's a Group 3 winning filly. Formerly, she's been out of form, but her last 2 runs have been very good. Magic and Carla Chief stood in well, and they're all set now. Starter's got a gallery of onlookers over there at the moment. Light switched on, the gates are back, and Lord Gargantor and Star Century went back after the start. Don Tristram, as per the usual, pinged out of the gate, and Ben Glide showing speed. Dr. Squill third, Bonfires on the fence fourth. Flinders Street wide around Carla Chief, Born to Dance on the rail, the length Snar Dame around Lord Gargantor, and the mare's 3 wide. 2 lengths to Blue Blood, 2 lengths to Magic, and a length away Star Century. 14 lengths first to last at the 12.50, and Ben Glide went to the front, put on the speed too, led just over a length on Don Tristram, not letting him get too far ahead. About 3 lengths away, Dr. Squill, Flinders Street on the fence, Bonfires. He's been covered up by Carla Chief, and Snar Dame 3 wide, Born to Dance inside Lord Gargantor. 2 lengths away to Blue Blood with the blue cap from Star Century and Magic at the 700 metres mark, and these 2 runners are running it along at a good clip. Ben Glide inside Don Tristram, 2.5 on Dr. Squill, Flinders Street the outside. Bonfires awkwardly snookered on the inside as Snar Dame went around the outer from Carla Chief, Lord Gargantor. Born to Dance in an awkward posse back fourth, last the inside from Blue Blood. They were followed by Magic and Star Century wielding for home, and Don Tristram got the better of Ben Glide. Coming at him quickly early Dr. Squill. Snar Dame out in the centre, and Lord Gargantor putting in a big run. Further back to Bonfires, looking for a run, and Born to Dance has got up on the inside and is starting to finish very hard. Born to Dance after Dr. Squill and Don Tristram from Bonfires. Lord Gargantor's run's ended. Dr. Squill in front. Born to Dance trying to pick it up, but to no avail. Dr. Squill is drawing away. Dr. Squill went home to win. 2 lengths to Born to Dance and Bonfires. Blue Blood out wide from Snar Dame, Flinders Street. Don Tristram, Star Century. Lord Gargantor, Magic well back with Carla Chief. And the early leader, Ben Glide, had a tire. He ran last. Dr. Squill. Number 11 for Dan Beasley to give Dan a winning double. He won earlier in the day with Excitant for Bill Mitchell. This one trained by Peter Dompkins from Broadmeadow, and Dr. Squill has been too good. 12.70 and 3.30. Had a beautiful run just off the speed, and by golly, there was plenty of that in the early stages. The leaders did want to run along, and that suited Dr. Squill. He had the quick backup from his run last week where he bumped into one that's above average in Gracida. And today he showed a nice turn of foot. I thought for a fleeting stride at about the 200, Born to Dance, who had got a glorious run up on the inside, he was going to make it very interesting, but his run peaked at the 100, and Dr. Squill has raced away to win by over 2 lengths from Born to Dance. And Bonfires, he just does not want to go when there's horses crowded around him, Bonfires. That was the problem, and he's encountered that today. He was shoved up on the inside, boxed up as they turned for home, and he really only gets going when he can get out and away from other horses. He's a bit of a problem as far as that is concerned. Dr. Squill the winner, 12.70 and 3.30 on the New South Wales TAB. Born to Dance, 1.80. Bonfires, $1.40. Quinella, $27.60. Exacta, $74.90. Trifecta, $160.30. And the double, $137 neat. First leg of the double taken out by horse number 5, Cheeky Spy. Winner scored by 2 1/4 lengths. Head second and third. The time is 1:35.74. They went very hard early. 47.48. Home in a pretty slow 36 and 52 for their last 600 metres. Dr. Squill, a 5-year-old brown gelding by Squill out of Christacola, an on-tonic mare, so he's certainly bred on the dam side to get over a bit of ground. And trained by Peter Dompkins from Broadmeadow, ridden by Danny Beasley for Gina Taris. And Dr. Squill, beautifully ridden by Dan Beasley. He's very patient too. He's a little bit like Peter Cook. He sits down and he just nurses them and doesn't really go for them until absolutely the necessity arises. He gave him a bit of a dig at the 100 metres mark for a fleeting stride. Born to Dance at the 200 moved up, but when he dug him at the 100, Dr. Squill quickly reacted to that and he sprinted away to win well. Born to Dance second, a 6-year-old chestnut gelding by Handy Proverb out of the very good mare Winter Dance. Ron Quinton, Brad Pengelly. Got a beautiful run on the fence, no excuses for him. And third prize going to Bonfires, a 4-year-old bay gelding by Carpstad out of Sizzles, John Hawkes and Rod Quinn.
All right, thank you very much to Terry Bailey there, yes. Nice win by Dr. Squill for Danny Beasley. Race 7 at Elwick, they're moving in well. 3.70 for the top one, Mr. Ambrose. And we've got 6.10 Dickie Knee, $3.90 valuation, 6.20 for number 6 Firing Line. They are the main ones for race 7 as we take in a mill.
Final event coming up here at Elwick. Race 7, Royal Laker goes in. We're waiting on Dickie Knee and Guest Magician to come up. 1,200 metres, the distance of the final event on the program.
Blinking. Iteram bouncing, missed the start slightly on the outside. Otherwise, a good dispatch. Attila Lass and Shekel are the first two out ahead of Spike Boots. Northern Embossing fourth over near the inside, followed by Starletto, Favoured Rev, as again. As they go past the 1800, next to Sir Linford, Noble Benbara. Majestic Avenue out wider going forward. True and Easy settling a good way back in the field. Iteram is last of all, and Bluestone with about 2 or 3 behind him, going past the 1600. And Shekel is the leader, more than 2 lengths. Attila Lass, Northern Embossing is third. Spike Boots is a half a length away fourth, 1.5 Starletto outside, Favoured Rev, 1 1/4 then Sir Linford, Noble Benbara the inside, and as again 1 further back is True and Easy, a neck to Bluestone, 2 lengths Majestic Avenue and 2 lengths to Iteram. The pace is generous, it'll suit the back markers if they can run on at the 1200, and Shekel is the leader, about 2 lengths in front. Attila Lass is running second, 1.5 away Spike Boots and Northern Embossing together, 2 lengths Starletto fifth, 1.5 to the grey Favoured Rev, a neck away Sir Linford, 2 lengths as again outside Noble Benbara. Next Bluestone, True and Easy, Majestic Avenue on the inside, and Iteram last of all. Shekel took the field down the side, only a half length on Attila Lass. A length away Northern Embossing. Spike Boots is ridden along to make some ground, and 2 lengths Starletto still travelling okay. 5th at the turn, followed by Favoured Rev and Sir Linford. A couple Noble Benbara. Bluestone still a long way back, coming for the home turn. So too True and Easy a long way back on the inside. Majestic Avenue is one of the last, and Iteram when they corner. Shekel in front. Spike Boots the first to go after it with Attila Lass. Northern Embossing sticking to the inside, coming home well, and now Starletto called on for a run, and they're followed by Sir Linford. 300 to go. Shekel is the leader from Attila Lass. Starletto running on with Sir Linford out wide. Northern Embossing down to the inside, and True and Easy is trying to run into the clear, and Majestic Avenue is charging home on the inside. It's Starletto the leader. Majestic Avenue pegging it back on the rails. Starletto, Majestic Avenue. Majestic Avenue goes home the better. They hit the line. Oh, close Majestic Avenue or Starletto. True and Easy third, and then came Sir Linford, followed by Northern Embossing as again, and then Favoured Rev, followed by Bluestone, Iteram, Noble Benbara, Shekel, Attila Lass knocked up, and Spike Boots last of all. Photo here. Majestic Avenue on the inside, and on the outside Starletto. Stay out of this. 5's got it, Starletto, Nash Ruilla. Number 5, Starletto, Nash Ruilla. On the outside has just had a margin over Majestic Avenue, who's charged through on the fence. And third, True and Easy, who had an interrupted passage in the straight. 5, 7 and 3. In the final event, 5, 7 and 3. Starletto, just a margin for him on the outside, ahead of Majestic Avenue and True and Easy. Well, he was absolutely travelling before the home turn, Starletto. If you wanted to back a horse in running, he was the one. He was just so sweetly on the bridle with 500 to go. But Majestic Avenue, I think you could count as a little unlucky, because he's come through on the rails where there hasn't been a horse want to come for a long, long time towards the end of this program. And as it starts to cut up after 37 races has been run on it, well, the last 2 meetings have been with a 5 metre position. Hasn't been the place to go. And yet it's gone under by a breath. A couple more bounds it may have won. But Starletto, full honours, because he's been racing exceptionally well in pretty good sort of races. His run in the Geelong Cup was very, very strong, and he's deserving of this win, because he's been on pace and racing well against the likes of Oregon Star, who beat him a couple of starts ago, and a third at Moonee Valley 3 runs back. And that, I think, is his second victory at this track. December 1996 was the last one, but he's racing in great form. Strong, deserving victory. So a total of 25 of the 37 winners prepared over the 4 days have been won by Flemington domiciled horses. Quite a statistic. They won 7 of the 9. The St Leonard's trained Starletto winning this one over the Flemington prepared Majestic Avenue in the last. Attila Lass rode the pace, just found the essay against the more seasoned horses a little tough. 5, 7 and 3, no sign of the divvies coming through at this stage. It has been a super carnival, as I mentioned just before they jumped. Records broken, most particularly the aggregate crowd of 284,962. There was 31,249 here today, and that just keeps getting bigger and better as far as the attendances go. It's been a super carnival. I hope you back a winner on Sky Racing, and that is it from Flemington. It's been a super carnival. I hope you back winners over the 4 days.
Been a great carnival. Thank you very much to Greg Miles. Yes, it was a wonderful carnival at Flemington for this year of 1998. And Nash Ruilla bringing back Starletto as the final winner on a big day of racing. Correct weight, Doomben, it's right to
watch, and she's in further with the bookmakers. Better odds on the tote, $5.40 now on the tote. Tina Star, $4.30, the TAB favourite, but she's better on track. Has been backing for Schwarzkopf at $9.40, Alimony at $8.90. Never mind, about to move up. Racing at Warwick Farm on Wednesday, and Thursday at beautiful Wyong. Next Saturday, our meeting is at Rosehill Gardens. Here's Opal's coming forward with the Clan O'Sullivan colours on, and there's been specking on track for her at lengthy odds. Come on, Grace, racing in tip-top form. No luck at Rosehill last time out when she was bailed away on the fence. Schwarzkopf, who I think's got a great chance in the race, leaders have an advantage here today. Horses racing just up near the lead in the first 4. She can do that. She led at Canterbury 2 runs back. Here's No Never Mind moving in, and Tina Star to be the last one to come up. Tina Star about to move in. Good crowd here today for a, well, not an overly exciting meeting, but it's been well attended by the patrons. All set to run. Zabwatch, the one they've backed, in 2 points on track. Now the lights are flashing. The gates are back and they've jumped away in a near perfect line, although Cossack Beauty seemed to get a bit of a squeeze, and Zabwatch has missed the kick. She can't go the early speed. Star Billing in front of Come On Grace, Schwarzkopf and Miss Frederica. Going quickly and out deep on the track is No Never Mind settling 5th. Very Justice 6th the inside. A length away, Zabwatch improving inside of Opals. Then No Alimony, Satin and Silk is getting a long way back with Tina Star, and she's out very wide on the track. 2 lengths away is Yoda Lara and 4 lengths to Cossack Beauty. On the first bend, and Star Billing the front runner from Miss Frederica by 3 parts of a length. Very Just a third. Schwarzkopf beautifully placed 4th. 2 lengths to Zabwatch. Inside Come On Grace, and going around them on the outside is No Never Mind. 2 lengths to Tina Star. Out 4 wide on the track from Satin and Silk. Opals outside of No Alimony. Cossack Beauty and Yoda Lara at the tail of the field. They bunch right up at the 650. Star Billing in front of Miss Frederica. 3 wide. No Never Mind coming with a run. Very Just of the fence. Tina Star wide. Schwarzkopf in the centre, and Satin and Silk the grey going forward. 2 lengths away, Cossack Beauty. They were followed by Zabwatch. Come On Grace shuffle back from Opals, Yoda Lara and No Alimony at the tail. In the stretch, they're across the track, and going to the front now is No Never Mind being tackled by the grey, Satin and Silk. Tina Star the outside. Schwarzkopf with the black colours looking for a run, and Come On Grace chiming in. It's Satin and Silk grabbed by Tina Star at the 150. Come On Grace is gunning them down. Come On Grace after Tina Star, Satin and Silk, and then No Never Mind. Come On Grace had raced to the front. 50 out, hit the lead from Tina Star, and Come On Grace too good. Wins from Tina Star, 3rd Satin and Silk. They were followed by Yoda Lara making ground, and so too Cossack Beauty over Schwarzkopf. No Never Mind was next from No Alimony, then Zabwatch, Opals, Miss Frederica, Star Billing second last, and Very Just a last. Come On Grace, she got out to ridiculous odds in the end, really. Her form has been first rate, and her and Tina Star have had very similar form lines leading into this race. And Come On Grace just a little too good. Got shuffled back at a vital stage coming to the bend, but Greg Ryan extricated her to the outside, and she's let down with a very strong run to win from Tina Star, who must be the unluckiest horse racing at the moment. Certainly beat at Gosford last start when poleaxed at the 600, and today's covered a stack of ground back 3rd and 4th last 4 deep, and 3rd going to Satin and Silk. Close up in 4th position looks to be No Never Mind from Yoda Lara and Cossack Beauty and/or Schwarzkopf. $8.10, $3 for number 2, Come On Grace, for Greg Ryan on the tote, and John McNair, a winning double for John McNair. Here's Ronnie with Brian York successful earlier in the day. Tina Star, Lane Maloney for Darren Smith at $1.90, and Satin and Silk number 6, Grant Cooksley for Max Lees at $2.40. Quinella $13.70. Exacta, $37.80. The trifecta, $184.30. Superfecta numbers of 2, 1, 6, 5, 12 and 8 after the running of the last race on the program. Former Queensland horse, this one. Jeff McCarter formerly trained her at the Gold Coast, and since being with John McNair, he's done a fabulous job with her. She's had something like 6 or 7 runs back from a spell that entailed a break of around 12 months. Now, the superfecta on the last race has not been won. 3/4 the margins. The overall time for the race, 1:36.21, and that is about 0.6 outside of the class record held by Havering, and also Must Be It. Winner returning to scale now, Come On Grace by St Jude, who now stands in New South Wales. A 5-year-old brown mare out of Argenese. John McNair, the trainer for Greg Ryan, and that's Greg's first winner here today, and he's brought her right to the extreme outside. She was in a good spot early, but she got shuffled back when a few went around the outside, including Tina Star.
Okay, we'll leave Terry there with the